Hey, Zach, look, a lollipop.
I do wonder what's the generic brand for these.
Pop. It's pop.
Okay.
Santi's favorite fate to put in his mouth.
I get the feeling that life is beautiful.
It is.
Can you provide a car?
Oh, I forgot what's the name. Well, I'll mention
I
later.
don't even know how to get there.
I have a sat and have.
Good reason for me to drive, George.
Well, he has a good point actually. I mean,
Very well. Then I'll ride with you.
Oh.
I throw my hand in these days.
You trust FBI agents.
that's the thing too. That animation of people throwing their arm in the air, that's the standard animation for people being frustrated. So
Oh, I noticed, but there's also that animation, for particularly the woman character, where they just, hang their hand around.
yeah.
Also, Dwibs, I think it's the whole thing of, he's the sheriff, this is his town.
Well,
kind of
Teo,
thing. He wants to be the one to
like I said, Teo,
protect it.
yeah. What Shiro said. Like I said, Teo, we don't have mocap, so we have to rely on the same animation cycles over and over and over.
Yeah. Also,
Like, when have you...
But what Shiro said, yes, and just like York described him, he's basically an old-time cowboy who wants to
there you go.
keep a check on his town.
Oh, there you go, Dweb. See, looks like George wants to keep York's driving in check. I'm sure you appreciate that.
Yeah, about that. Also,
Like
it's
in
not
pretty
raining
much
all of a
any-
sudden.
Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Sure. Sounds good.
It sporadically began
And
raining.
then we crash into a wall.
And the weather changed drastically.
All right, and
I'm
interesting.
sorry.
That's an
Pedro,
interesting.
hey,
Yes.
was that a first-person view I saw you having at first?
Yes. Remember, I've already explained this. You can have multiple perspectives when you're driving vehicles.
What's the first-person view in the driving?
It's fine. It works exactly like you'd expect.
Also, Agent York, you're driving on the wrong side of the road, damn it.
No, he's
Yes,
not.
but-
Shut up.
Anyway, talk.
I can't help noticing you prefer to work alone. Most of the time, yes.
Don't you get lonely flying all over the country alone?
That's his own business.
Felt lonely.
Are you married?
Unfortunately,
Okay,
relationships and I am fleeting so
That's none of your business.
Hey,
you-
that's not what Zach told me.
you might be surprised to hear.
That's because you're young.
Actually, do people ship York with Zach?
No, Jova. York already has a love interest in this game story.
Oh.
I mean, yes, probably, but shippers don't care about that.
Yeah.
So, do people ship them or not?
Well, Shiroi,
Probably.
I'll get back. I'll get back to you later on that.
Also, York
okay.
actually said something about this car. He said something about a problematic woman.
Yeah, well, remember, Teo, he did say at the beginning that it was a Catwoman wannabe that did that scar to him. So.
Really a need for a full-time sheriff in a small town?
So, in regards to interaction, how much interaction can you get from these guys?
Basically, every time you have to drive them somewhere, you have like 2 talks with them that you can activate. So basically, what I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to activate all of them, and then I'll leave because I have some side quests to do. You'll see for yourself.
Oh boy, will they be driving along with us the whole way for those side quests?
Optionally, yes, but you can also choose to meet them in the destination later. You'll see for yourself in a moment.
Homicide investigation. Keep your mind on the matter at hand.
Okay.
Please.
Yes, that's why we're standing still in the street right now, in the middle of the crosswalk.
Well, that's not really my fault. That's Zach's driving.
Yeah, that's another thing I noticed. This town is so little that it doesn't have traffic lights.
Anyway, to answer Shiroi, that's the thing, Shiroi. This particular chapter. Hold on.
Wandering off, then we'll go on ahead. We don't have time to mess around.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
So they had a
Meet up with you
cutscene
later.
in mind for
Agent
that.
York,
Exactly.
The hospital closes at 2100. Please make it inside before then.
So there you
What?
go.
I can't hear you. There was a thunderclap that was really loud.
Anyway, Shiroi, this particular chapter we're playing right now, it always rains. So this is a very good chapter to do yet another one of Emily's cooking side quests. Because since it's always don't worry, Shiroi. This time things will go better at the very least than last time.
Hopefully.
I believe you.
I'm guessing we have to wait until after the 9 o'clock range, though, because by then she'll be off duty and at her home.
Very good, Jova. But first, I think I'm checking the weather. Yeah. All right. Let's check the weather just to make sure. Nice weather in the morning, but cloudy in the afternoon. At least it's not raining. Actually, York, it is raining. Actually. See the face. Allow me to explain. Allow me to explain what happened. See, in this particular chapter, it's supposed to be raining, as you're about to see in a moment. See, however, the randomized weather mechanic is still technically operating in the background, so the weather checking thing still counts as random. It's
just overridden by the constant rain.
Meanwhile, while we're inside, it's sunny and shiny outside. What is happening to the weather?
Yes,
all right,
yes, Tom. Yes, Thomas. I will have lunch. Yes.
I'll have it ready for you in a jiffy. Oh, Emily, you're back here. I thought you were going into the hospital.
And George too.
Okay.
How much we get along. Remember,
Sure.
So let me get this straight. It's raining when we're outside, but it's sunny.
George is so super.
Space is warped and time is bendable, Jova.
Yeah, he is being a simple
Oh my god,
right now.
I think I realized it. This is like what would happen if Ed Wood made a video
Oh,
game.
hold on. Yeah. There you go, see? He's literally calling out George's trope.
We've all seen it on TV, but it happens in real life all the time.
So
He's not
George is the
wrong.
defensive home turf sheriff?
Yes, definitely.
And the
I am
FBI
sitting right
says
here.
the sheriff looked bad, just like the TV shows.
That's not what I mean, George.
Watch out, Sweary. Too much lampshading and you'll get burned.
Defend your work aggressively. You simply displayed a perfectly natural reaction.
All right.
Natural reaction?
Oh.
What a great dinner we're having, eh?
Lunch,
I know,
actually.
right? It's just like Christmas.
Thomas.
I don't know, I think it's a lot less awkward.
Thank you.
Also, every time York smiles, Jesus.
I wish the boys at HQ could get a taste of it.
Every time you smile, an angel is born to you.
It's homemade.
More like it dies.
Homemade ham. Amazing.
Amazing.
My mother taught me how to make them.
Amazing.
Okay. Either York is trying to throw Thomas every bone he can, or Tom's really that great a cook.
Maybe both. I didn't even want to eat with you, Baka.
Time around here, and let's get over to the hospital.
Yeah, we're gonna get going. We'll see you there.
But you were already on your... You know what?
It's very unconsidered to leave food in your plate, mister.
I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the fact that it's sunny now, even though it was clearly raining when we went inside, and it will probably be raining when we go back outside.
I'm impressed again, Zach. It must be very peaceful here. A law enforcer.
Aside from the murders.
Ham at home. Simply amazing.
It's that what you taken from that, York?
He's definitely a guy who likes to look for the finer things in life.
He does.
Even if he has to brute force it.
That's York in a nutshell, yeah. Okay, back to the investigation. We need to solve this one quickly. And by quickly, I mean let's do some side quests.
Okay. So hear me out. Crossover between Phoenix Wright, Professor Layton, Alan Blake, and York.
Wait, Joe.
I'm pretty sure all those other three will go nuts from trying to talk to York.
I know, right? And it would be beautiful.
I don't know. I honestly do believe Layton will probably get along in some kind of way.
Also, I think Maya will
his usual
really like
reaction
him.
to the ludicrous and the surreal is very still chill. So
Oh, no,
maybe he
definitely.
actually understands it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
let's
Phoenix will be the odd one out. Everyone else will be pretty chill with everything.
All right, let's
The
get
straight
ready.
man. All right, what is about to say?
Oops.
Haven't you been to the general scrap heap yet? I bet he could do a real fancy upgrade on your turtle of a ride, man.
Oh.
Okay.
Hinting at something, eh?
Now go away.
That's basically it. Like, basically, Jova, give him a new Benjamin Franklin, and he'll give you a tip.
Question,
he hit shit, Jesus.
Question: can you actually access some of the stuff without his tips?
You
Or,
can.
like,
The
his
tips are there
away
for
from
newcomers.
Moscow?
No, the tips are just there for newcomers. That, and if you want to just complete the side quest for the sake of completionism.
Oh, that too, yeah. I was just wondering if his tips were in some cases the only way to unlock a
Nah. His tips are completely optional.
Hey, Keith, you look more lively.
You're rockin'!
Well, it is the afternoon.
So, Keith, you're not a morning person? Yeah, I think we did. Oh, sorry about that, bro. I try not to let it get in the way of business. Maybe you should just open. That's alright. Maybe you should just open from the afternoon then. Yeah, that's what I usually do. No way, man. That would be bad, bro. That would make us a convenience store then, man. Well, okay.
It's not wrong.
Fair point. Sure, we're not always open 7 to 11, but still.
Wow, he's speaking in military time.
We can't afford to be an inconvenience store, can we, man?
Otherwise, Michael Moore will go there and steal stuff.
Right, you are, Keith. Also, notice that that's because, Jova, I haven't changed outfit in a while, so York's outfit is starting to get dirty, meaning a fly is now circling around them until I change outfits.
Oh boy.
You think so, man? Now you're really on fire. I'll try harder in the mornings from now on.
Aw, see, you're a good influence on people.
That's
also, I noticed now cocoa gum. That sounds a terrible taste to have for a gum.
So yeah, do you like my new pet, fly?
How nice! Can you stand in
York, I hate to tell you, but this is not the Binding of Isaac.
Also, can you stand him buzzing in your ear? Because trust me, it is the absolute pits to have one of those things constantly buzzing.
Also, it'll probably be alive for like 2 days, if even.
True, yeah.
Okay. Hey, Lily. Alright. See, we have a turkey sandwich. Let's get it.
Alright.
Oh, never mind.
Not too many, I think.
Yeah, I already have the maximum.
You're carrying too many dogs in your inventory.
It seems like it, yes. I think I'm just gonna get cracked. No, never mind. I guess
Wow. Looks like you're stocked.
It looks like it, yes.
Sorry, York, you can't get any more coffee.
Okay, then, fine.
That must be heartbreaking to him.
Alright, so Lily, how about a new side quest?
Hi, Agent York. Do you have a moment or two?
Well, maybe just one if you need something. What's up?
Actually, I've got another favor to ask you.
What kind of favor?
We don't have room in our storage for the new shipments that came in today.
Oh no,
I know you just tidied it up, but I was wondering if you could help again. Of course, I'll reward you again.
I can't leave this place for more than 5 minutes.
How is this different?
Well, actually, you've been away for hours.
Than the bronze card. That means even more.
Still, though, that's not much better.
That sounds like a fair deal.
What about free food?
Nah.
Let's do it. Well,
That's probably the closest you're gonna get, Shiroi.
Alright, so we'll get it.
Discount is not free food.
Well, Shiroi, they can't go. Well, Shiroi, they're trying to run a business here. Come on.
They're already not doing it very well.
Lily has given you more part-time work tidying up the milk barn storeroom by pushing the boxes around. Didn't you take care of this just a short while ago? What are they doing in there?
Some questions are better left unanswered.
See, I told you. Like, trust me, the Swear is not lost on the silliness. He's perfectly aware of what he's doing. All right, so yeah, this puzzle is a bit more difficult. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna show this off in the extras part, but that's a little thing. Because the director's cut, which was the first port of the game, dropped the overhead perspective from these puzzles, meaning you have to do these puzzles in the normal perspective, the one you're watching right now, making it insane, a nightmare to do in the director's cut.
Oh dear.
Like, seriously, I'm still convinced that Toybox never actually play tests anything.
You know, that is again one of the qualms about Deadly Premonition 2.
Well, not just 2. Like any ports that came after the original.
Oh no, I get that. I mean, it's like, well, it is kind of a shame that Swery couldn't have gotten a different developer to work with for Deadly Premonition 2 because, well, by the time of 2, it sounds like Toybox had more of a reputation for screwing with Deadly Premonition.
That's the thing, Jova. The only thing Toy Box does is Deadly Premonition stuff, because Toy Box was just, after Swery was unceremoniously ousted from Access Games, some people, including the producer Tomio Kanazawa, left with him, and Tomio Kanazawa was the one who founded Toy Box specifically for the purpose of helping out porting the game, because they wanted to see if they could get the game on more systems, to see if people would give the game more chances.
So let me see if I get this straight. The company specifically made to help Deadly Premonition prosper did
the opposite, essentially.
It's more so the fact, Jova. Well, it's more so the fact, Jova, that it's not like they do it on purpose. It's more so that they're just. I attribute it more to flat out incompetence rather than malice. Remember, Jova, never attribute to malice what can be easily attributed to stupidity.
True. And I get that. What I mean is, kind of a shame that it be that way. I mean,
but that's the thing, Jova. Who else is going to work on this series? Because this series is not exactly, a big seller that publishers like.
Get Blue Point to make a remake.
Like I said, I've come to the conclusion that this game is essentially what would happen if Ed Wood tried to make a video game.
Kinda.
Basically,
it has a hidden sort of genius, mind you, hidden under a mountain of hidden under a mountain of, well, crap. Not to say that the whole experience is crap, but I can see why some people might turn their noses up at this game at first sight here and there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the port should have improved on the experience, but sadly made it worse. From what I've heard, some of the better ports to have are the Nintendo Switch port, which, while not perfect, at least I think that one at least brings back the
final. After fully patched with version 1.02, it's playable, but that's about it. It still has a lot of glitches that were carried over from the director's cut. It's better than the PC version, but that's hard.
Wasn't the PC version the absolute worst version you showed me?
Yeah, the director's cut on the PC literally is one of those cases where the game is so terribly optimized, on par with big rigs level of optimized, to the point where you have to get to the fact where you have to get lucky to be one of the lucky computers that can actually run it. Because most computers, for example, my gaming PC, I can boot the game, it runs fine. It's just that for some reason the controls don't work. So,
wow. So it's literally a crapshoot on if your computer can play it.
Yep, it's totally random.
Wow.
You have to, for example.
There we go.
Good work, Agent York. I knew I could count on you.
Delicious cookie.
It wasn't that difficult.
We were taught in school that the police are there to help the people. It turns out they were...
not gonna touch that one.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on. We're moving on.
Silver card. Okay.
There aren't that many people in this town that have one of those. It's a pretty rare item to have.
So it's a real treasure. I'll be sure to keep it safe then.
A word only knows how valuable the gold is.
Also, that poster in the background, delicious cookie, and that's it. Delicious cookie.
There is some writing on the bottom, but it's unreadable.
Well,
maybe in the HD version we'll be able to finally read it.
I doubt.
Okay, Pedro.
Well, technically, Jova, this game is already HD. It was released on the Xbox 360.
This is, yeah.
I'm curious. Did any of the ports actually manage to improve on any single thing?
Trying. Not that I remember, Jova.
No, I don't.
The supposed upscaling of textures only made them look worse.
It's not so much that they upscale textures, too. It's more so the fact that they dropped the green bloom filter, which is baffling to me because the game looks just fine with it, as you can see. I mean, okay. By look fine, I mean in terms of in terms of colors, because we'll be able to discuss this more in depth when we get to the director's cut on the extras part.
Apparently, George is a bit of a terrible driver himself, seeing as how he crashed into a civilian.
The representative of the law, everyone.
So, does George just drive out randomly sometimes, and sometimes you'll follow him?
Apparently.
What could he be up to? He's probably going back to his own house, the Fiend!
All right, let's visit him at his house. See how things are going. However, we have to wait before it becomes available. I think it's at 11 p.m. if I remember correctly. That his side quest becomes. Oh, there you go. It's even right there in the icon. So it's gonna be open in any moment now.
Wow, walk.
There you go.
There we go.
Jump skip to 11.
Thanks to the power of editing.
Yes. So it was 11, like I said. Okay, go ahead.
Hello,
George. Which do you prefer, mustard or hot sauce?
You didn't come all the way to my house just to ask me that.
Just ignore him. He will go away, George.
But I'm interested in you right now.
Interested?
God, you stink, man. Haven't you had a shower?
My mother is sick.
Oh.
It's not urgent. I'd rather we did this later.
Is she very ill?
Well, I have to say it doesn't look good.
She's dead, isn't she?
I'm sorry.
Well, not yet. Otherwise, he wouldn't be saying that.
No, she's secretly dead and he's hiding our corpse.
It's a private matter. I can't ask for your help.
You know, back in D.C., people always came to me for personal advice.
Oh boy.
There's no.
York is one of those people.
Well, come on. York is just York is just trying to be helpful.
I know, but sometimes a no is a
I
no.
didn't mean to invade into your private matters.
Oh, yeah, well, he did just say that though.
Damn it, guilt tripped.
George, I just thought you could use a friend who wasn't a dumbbell.
There you go. Reference to the previous side quest, which is why we need to do that one first. There you go.
My mother really liked this flower.
Flower.
Yes.
Was it an incredibly rare flower that can easily die, so we have to go into a cemetery that's guarded by an evil demonic being?
Well, it's incredibly convenient that I already have the nameless flower, or flower of no name, if you prefer.
If you could get her that flower.
George, that's good. Great idea. Every woman likes
The flies agree.
You know all about that, right, Zach?
Sure, York.
Make sure it doesn't interfere with.
Does Vanessa like any particular type of flowers?
Not really. She doesn't care.
Oh fuck! I lost the fight again.
You lost the what? Sorry, Bruce?
That sound effect. Jesus.
Again, reference to Once of Your Millionaire, probably.
Yeah. George's mother is sick, and so he wants to get.
Different.
But find a flower with no name that only blooms in the rain and take it to George when he's at home after 9 p.m. Okay then.
A flower that only blooms in the rain.
Hey George, I got it.
Yeah. Where do they get these stock sound effects from, actually?
Well,
there are some websites that actually give them.
Yeah, you can get them from sites and there's libraries.
Morgan.
So guess what, George? I instantly already have it.
George?
How convenient.
The nameless flower.
Agent Morgan.
No need to thank me. I did this on my own, during my private hours. Tell your mother I hope she gets well soon.
Yeah, I'll do that. This'll make her feel at least a little better.
I sure
There
hope
you go,
so.
see?
I really do.
Oh, a radio.
How nice.
Take this. It's an emergency police radio. If you're ever in trouble, use it. I'll be right there.
Thank you.
Seriously?
What if it's 3 in the morning and you're asleep?
That's
They'll be there.
Now,
apparently, yeah.
Don't take this the wrong way.
Hold on.
It's not an emotional thank you gift for helping me with my mother. I'm giving you.
Yeah, I totally don't like you, Baka.
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 George, under his big skin, George is a real softie.
So yeah.
What's the gameplay value of this radio?
Well, I just said, we just unlocked fast travel.
Oh.
In fact, let's try it.
Sorry, I'm in trouble. What? You're right, still right outside my house.
Okay, so there you go. Right, using this walkie-talkie will bring you back to the facility you visited. What this means is you can fast travel and even show you a list. There you go. Here's a list of the places you've been. There you go. So you can now instantly travel there at any point. Just use your radio, and apparently George will just drive you there.
Neat.
So there you go. Again, like I said, make sure you do this side quest immediately as soon as you can when you do a new game on this thing, because this makes the rest of the playthrough a whole lot easier.
I can just imagine how some of these will go. Agent York, how on earth does taking you to the park, the amusement park, mind you, somehow help this investigation? Do not worry, Mr. Morgan. I am absolutely certain that the Park of Amusement will provide to me the latest clues to flush out the criminal. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going out to ride the roller coaster.
All right, so let's do another one of Emily's side quests now. Again, I can just repeat this day over and over because it will always be raining in this chapter, regardless of how many days I let pass. So I can just take advantage and always do an Emily side quest in this bit. All right,
Emily. Weren't we supposed to be going to the hospital or something? I don't remember.
Hey, Emily.
You should also clean your kitchen sometimes.
Something smells good.
Really?
What happened to the wall?
Meatloaf this time.
Ooh, meatloaf.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
Seriously, what happened to the wall there, Emily?
Yep.
What do you think, Jova? Take a wild guess, considering what we know of Emily by this point.
Fire!
Don't worry, I've done the poison testing already, and something pretty tasty last time, didn't I?
Yeah, the subject I gave it to didn't die. And he threw up, but he's not dead, so...
So, how's it taste?
Emily, I have to admit this one is hard to cook.
Why don't you think you just made a pun?
That much is certain. But I'm not sure if the human digestive system can handle this. And
Jesus Christ, York, it can't be that bad.
Now, Emily, no need to get depressed. It's just like last time. We just need to identify the missing ingredient. And that might turn today's cooking into a tasty dish.
So, what is it this time?
I'm thinking
And am I seriously just one ingredient away from making a good dish?
A vegetable that becomes sweeter when heated. Teo, you know what it is?
You're actually catching me unprepared for this one.
Do you know what it is, Jova? It's something that I bought in the milk barn in a previous part.
Tomato, I think.
No.
No, it can't be.
The onion.
I don't believe it becomes that sweet.
Yeah, I don't recall onions becoming sweet upon heated.
Well, that's what the game says, so just...
Sure.
That's this game in a nutshell.
Well, look at the bright side, sure. At the very least, this time, Emily's the actual end result will be exactly what she wants to make.
An actual meatloaf.
So, at the very least, this time it went better.
But what if it was mystery meat? That's the thing.
Wait. Hold on. So you're telling me that just the lack of onion made this thing taste like an abomination?
Onion is a core point in food.
Well, I get that,
but... Put in the onion.
See?
It's finished.
Hold on. I can tell Shira is very passionate about these side quests.
It really is good, isn't it? Probably.
This woman infuriates me.
Emily, this certainly tastes good. But if I were you, I wouldn't quit my job to become a cook just yet. It'll be a tough career.
Morgan is super savage. His food critique.
Well, actually, he's about to reflect on that too. So listen.
I'm trying to be polite about this, you know.
And failing miserably.
Then you should stick to being polite until we finience eating. I can't believe you're the only person I can eat a fine meal with.
Hey, come
on. Here you go.
For her, and we help her with her cooking. We even went as far as to praise the taste. And yet she still gets angry.
I wouldn't call that praising of the taste.
I mean, he's anyone else would be, let's be real.
Well, York, it's like Shiroi said once, women are tough to deal with. Women are tough.
Woman,
and by that, no, Shiroi once said, what's what Shiroi said once, like someone in one of our playthroughs, the character who said, women are tough, and Jova was like, women are tough, and then Shiroi was like, tough to deal with, Jova. So, and we got the industrial waste trading card, aka Emily's cooking.
Okay,
burn like the food.
And like her wall.
Again,
apparently she burned her entire wall while trying to cook.
Oh god, she burnt the kitchen down.
Yes.
Yeah, we come back and we find her screaming in terror. Oh fuck, I burned my kitchen, what should I do?
I wonder how many heart attack Ignis would have by seeing her cooking.
All right.
I guess you could say that she would have helped him discover quite a few new recipes.
Good morning, FBI. Keith?
My name is. I know I have an F in my name, but that doesn't mean my name. That doesn't mean I'm called FBI.
York.
I'll come back later.
Hey, bro.
Let's
Should that be called FYM?
Sorry, man. The gods of rock come down in the afternoon to bless me, you know. Just wait until then.
It's okay. We'll get you a $26 investigation bonus.
Hi there.
My guess is where it told the translators just throw in some kind of rock and roll joke. Americans will get it. Oh, okay, sorry. She and Becky, the girl who started, Anna always came here to chat with Becky. The basic point is Anna and Becky were big friends, and they were together in the Miss Milk Bar. That's all you need to know. What kind of stuff did they did together? Oh, you know, makeup, boys, nothing special.
Ooh.
Did you notice anything strange about them around the time she was killed? Not in particular. Okay, well, thank you. Contact the sheriff's office if you remember anything. Anything at all. Okay. Anything else, Lily, that you might want to tell us? Hiya, hun. What's up? Talk. I'll contact you if I remember anything. Okay. Fine. Alright, it's just reiterating the point.
It's okay, you got more money for talking to her.
But while I'm here, might as well check what I can buy.
I wonder, do you get money for buying stuff?
No.
That would really be, the opposite, the juxtaposition.
Well, Jova, I don't know if it counts, but whenever I give a Benjamin Franklin to Jack, the game always gives us some medal of Agent Honor so we can recover some of that money that we spent. So I guess that's the closest thing.
I guess these essentially translate into rewarding for bribery.
I will say I've noticed something though. We're on part 7, and I know that, to be fair, a lot of what you've done have been side quests here and there, but I have noticed that it's been a while since we've had a combat section.
It's exactly because of the fact that I haven't been doing side quests that we haven't had a combat section. Don't worry, Jova, that's what the next part is for.
Remember, Jova, so those were kind of tacked on, so they're mostly relegated to the main story.
That was actually the point I was going to touch base on. I wonder if they really were tacked on that much to the point where they're kind of scarce in this game.
They're not. I wouldn't say they were scarce, but fortunately, they're not as much. There's not as much of them as you'd think. They just put it the bare minimum until Ignition Entertainment said, "Okay, now we'll publish it." Fortunately, nowadays, it's a shame that Rising Star Games couldn't be the publisher from the beginning, because originally the game was published in the US by Ignition Entertainment, but it was a couple months later published in Europe by Rising Star Games, the 360 original version, and ever since then, Rising Star Games has always been the publisher of the series. In fact, they themselves are very talkative to fans about they like posting even memes and everything. So they're actually a publisher who genuinely does seem to care about the brand, because they typically publish Japanese games. They're yet another one of those working design successors that you see all over. It's a shame, because if Rising Star Games had been around since the beginning for the US release of the original game, maybe we wouldn't have needed to have this, but well, alas.
In that case, since Rising Star were the ones more so helming things with Deadly Premonition 2, I wonder if that gave Swery more freedom to, have it be focused more on the narrative than on combat and the
There's still combat, because at this point, like it or not, combat is an aspect of it, so, alright.
Dr. Johnson is also the principal doctor for the town. I have to warn you, though, he's a little bit weird.
Okay, sweetie, who isn't in this place?
Especially potato chips.
That's not all.
I don't think we've met a single person who isn't weird in this town yet.
Dead bodies underground.
Not the best thing to be discussing while eating.
Oh, that was fun.
And a complete change in the music.
Almost all of his time down there. He's a workaholic, I guess.
Workaholic?
You mean he's probably just a nutcase? Eating surrounded by dead bodies? There's something broken in his brain.
Oh no, how dare he try to have lunch while on the clock?
Sounds like just the man we need.
I think you're missing the point. Let's get going then, George.
Okay.
Yeah, more than that, there's the fact that, you know, for a town that has such a low criminality rate, the fact that, you know, there's a proper, you know, coroner that actually, you know, eats with the dead bodies in the autopsy room, that should be more suspicious.
Maybe the coroner did it because he got bored that there were no bodies for him to autopsy.
Sounds like a rare breed indeed. I can't wait to chat with the fellow.
Oh boy.
I love the awkward animations. George does this whole thing with his hand, and then all of a sudden, the way he turns and moves to the right is so dark.
Oh, you know. I think it says something that despite how weird and oddball York is, he is more often than not the straight man to this town of wackos.
It says a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I think George and Emily are a bit more straight unless they're actively involved with the thing. Like, for example, Emily's own side quest.
Yeah,
that's the thing. When you actually deal with them, you'll see that even they have their own weirdness gimmicks here and there.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get back to the Great Yard Hotel, aka Polly's Hotel, and sleep and rest until next time, where we'll finally go to the hospital.
Oh boy.
Smallmouth bass, flare when it's launched to patrol. Okay, then. All right, let's get to a phone and update HQ on how we're doing.
Neat.
Oh, and Polly is not on the counter. Maybe she's back there cleaning or something. All right. Remember, all the NPCs have their own schedules, so okay. Hey, HQ. All right, everybody. While York updates the progress to his employers, we'll take a break and come back next time.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.